for top player of the week, so be interested to see if he can pull something off like that again.
Well, here we go on to the first map of this match. That's the right way to say things. Border, it's going to be Xenos facing off against 1nfamy. It's almost rhyming the whole way through. It's beautiful. Now, one other thing worth touching on is Kinders, because Kinders has been a really big standout player for Xenos as well. I think in week 1 he had a really impressive week. He was actually, yeah, that was his best week. Second week he went 9-13. Last week he went 10-11. So it was a very quiet subsequent set of weeks.
Yeah.
I don't like to think he was a flash in the pan, because I've been told he's a good player. But just need to see him step up. Maybe the addition of Murph is enough to kind of really revitalise him and bring him up kicking and screaming with them.
Absolutely, yeah. We saw with Nasher and Joker last match, how those two worked as a duo together. So maybe we'll see these two work as a duo like that. And we're going to see a normal upstairs hold where you'll see a lovely little mirror. Prem,
you'll also see
Drake, Rum, Smitch, and No Fun.
I was about to say, you'll also see a lovely roster up on your screen. So there you go, you know who it is playing for 1nfamy. Again, Drake, probably the one big player to watch out for. Rum, the import, very keen to see what he can do as well. And of course, in a few seconds, we'll also have Xenos available for you to see exactly what the kind of setup is they've got going on. Looks like, now, this is interesting, because most teams will choose to kind of stack up around the bomb itself here, rather than pushing out further out into this kind of lobbyish area and start getting all of these walls reinforced with the mirror. It's a very aggressive defense, and one that they can be punished for if they're not careful.
Yes, absolutely. I thought maybe they were gonna. I didn't see before, but Wyngum, Floki, Cryptic, Murph, and Kinders here for Xenos. What's it? Xenos? What's that in Greek?
Xenos means alien or stranger.
There we go.
I'm waiting for the pun to be able to drop about them being a stranger to the map if they do really bad, so we'll see how they manage to play it out.
Hopefully you can put glasses on.
Xenos is quite an interesting one overall, because I think with them, they've got... It's a very kind of fluctuating team, because Cryptic, for example, really hasn't had a good time. I think in week 2 he went 0-14. The worst scoreline out of everyone in the whole Prem. Last week he went 6-11. So I'm hoping that now that he's got 6 kills on the board, he can increase it again this week and take it up a notch. Although, of course, got Murph, who's going to be running around trying to get kills as well. Going to be a tough affair, I think, for him to really step up. Yeah,
for this defense here, it's pretty standard. Normally you'd see, sometimes you would see the east balcony would normally be up or something along those lines, and with a shotgun, just to make sure that nobody runs past, nobody tries getting into offices without... Here we go, this is what I was talking about here. And there's going to be that mirror over there that pushing slowly towards just getting into the bomb site. But normally there is a shotgun hole, as you'd say, right there. Yeah, don't know what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying, fam. Don't worry, I'm with you.
Thank God for that.
Well, let's see what they get away with here. First attacking round, Xenos has got a lot to prove.
Oof, Drake picks off Murph straight away.
Welcome to the Prem, Murph, is what Drake says in that first opening kill. Hope you enjoy your stay on the ground, in the dirt. Stay put.
In the dirt.
Oops. And he made this a return kill.
Gonna get, yep.
If that's Kinders, I'll laugh so much, because it's the guy who kind of expected.
Whiny. Wyngum.
Cryptic. Hey, take the guy I was just saying, it was 0-14.
There he goes. Proving you wrong already.
I know, I like it. Good stuff. 4 versus 4, though neither team really running away with the round yet, so nothing too crazy.
They've already taken control, though, which is pretty significant. Is that the diffuser going down?
So I'd say he missed him lying on the ground there. That was really weird for a second.
Open up that hatch.
Or the floor. Nice try, probably a bit short. Ooh, almost managed to get the kill with the shotgun as well. So just managed to injure him and try and go for the pop here with the grenade. Can he get it right this time, though? No, he can't. Misses it yet again. Getting practice mode.
Gets some Smitch, and Kinders gets No Thumbs, the IGL's down, and it just leaves Smoke, who throws a Toxic Babe to get Floki down.
This is more about what I expected to see. There we go.
Kinders cleaned it up.
That's a bit more about what I expected. I just noticed that he's still got the gamer tag of Horizon Rum. Oh, that's unfortunate. So he is not actually playing on Horizon. He is, of course, playing for 1nfamy here today. So don't get too confused about that. You're not seeing things... That really makes me laugh, bless it.
That's a very impressive round, though, I thought.
Funnily enough, then the two guys who I said needed to step up, both Cryptic and Kinders, stepping up big, and Murph is nowhere to be seen. Excellent.
Nope. It's nice to see an Echo coming out.
No. Yeah, to be honest, Echo we don't see all that often. I think you see him on... There's one map that I remember seeing him on quite a lot. I think it was Coastline, as a matter of fact. Otherwise, not really too often.
But here, Armory Lockers and Archives, quite a nice little spot for him. Getting behind half wall. And just pretty much stop the diffuser no matter what happens.
Easy peasy.
And then you got Pulse underneath. Bang, bang. Nice to see a Blackbeard play come out. I assume he'll be going on to ventilation.
It's got to be Rum. Rum's got to be playing it. I'll find out in a minute. But I will be not surprised. Yep, knew it. Told ya. Blackbeard main. That's all he plays. Bless him. Love you, Rum. Promise. So, in terms of what they've got here, again, in terms on the attacking side, they've dropped the Thermite completely, which gives me some worry.
Yeah.
Like, if you lose that Habana earlier on, your options become incredibly limited in terms of what you can choose to do. You need that hard breach. So, I don't know. Not sure about it.
Wrong there, yeah. Although I prefer only seeing one of them being picked.
Yeah, like
Thermite or Habana, I'd prefer just one, so therefore you can get more utility.
I don't know. I think in that case you don't need both Sledge and Buck.
Yeah.
Like Buck will do what Sledge will do all day, every day of the week.
I think he's probably just bought Sledge for the gun.
Maybe.
Utility, as I said before. I think he's one of the best operators in the game. Operators. Can't say my T's.
Operator. What'd you say? Operator. You sorry folk confused me.
Sorry, pal. Well, spotted out the Roma straight away. And it's going to be about crunching onto them now. Good.
Prem's lurking. Looking for him. Jules. Camera first. Say cheese, my friend.
You're an odd one, aren't you?
This is a long rotate, though. He's going the whole way around just to try and deal with him, rather than trying to go in through the safe side, I guess, that he knows.
There's two of them in there. In the workshop.
Like a Hornet
servers as well. Bye-bye, drone.
Well, in he goes.
Buck, the lumberjack.
Up onto the west balcony, it seems, trying to go for a bit of a push through there, potentially.
Yeah.
Rum's just lurking, doing what he does best. Keeping his eyes on those longer angles.
Up.
Yep.
Where he was there, I wouldn't mind seeing a Glaz open up that entire wall and then get control.
This has been very slow, considering there hasn't really been, you know, the Romans haven't put much pressure down. The attackers haven't put more pressure on them. It's literally about halfway into the round, we're finally seeing grenades getting thrown.
He's down, isn't he? Yeah. He just got down the pulse. But Premier's not going to rush him and going to wait for the pickup.
Prem's going to have no idea. And alley-oop, bang. Nope, no one goes down this time.
And he's going to think.
But he is quite low.
Yeah.
Pulse has been put very low from that at the very least.
Oh, he's gone down, yeah. Even worse than half health. But we got a minute pretty much left. Everyone's still up, which we have not seen before today.
This is bizarre.
Oh, the Blackbeard's going to lose his shield. No, he is not. Rum takes Murph out. Kinder's with the refrag, and Rum gets Floki. That's the two. Roma's down.
I'd be very keen to know what on earth Murph saw from his POV there, because surely you see the shield before you see anything else. And you know, with that being a softball, all you got to do is spray.
Yeah.
And you will bring him down, but chose not to.
Smitch gets a kill onto Cryptic. The attacking teams are looking dominant at the moment, something we haven't been seeing lately.
Yeah, this is a strange one. Like, first round was very, very dominant in favour of Xenos, but Infamy have looked firmly in control in this round. Again, maybe it's just the case. Maybe generally we've seen it to be defenders. We've seen it be like defenders' advantage for the most part. Now it's definitely attackers' advantage, because both sides on attack have looked very strong, but much weaker on defence.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, he's not going to spot him out. Winegum gets the kill onto No Thumbs. He's going to get traded back out. What? Kinders takes out Winegum. So he took out his own teammate by accident.
Accident?
Yeah, it must have been an accident.
That was more of a run around the corner and spray the hell out of your teammate who's sat in the corner. Yeah, well done for bringing down one of the enemy dudes. I'm just going to make sure I spray you down in response and do him a favour. Kinder's secretly clearly playing for Infamy here. Unfortunately. Well, bit of a strange one, but alas, 1-1. Kinder's
doing work. Horizon Rum doing work.
Bringing down his teammates. Yep, that's the way you do it. Nothing from Murph yet. I'm surprised, because a lot of guys I've spoken to over the last week or so on Twitter. If you want to say hello on Twitter, I'm always happy to have a chat. If you know anything about the scene that I don't, please do speak up and say hello. In their case, it was like they were all saying Murph is a very, very good player. He's been around for a number of years. We've seen him play in other competitions. He's very, very strong. Yeah, even Xenos has said he's been around our team now for several years. We've been waiting for this day to arrive for so long, where he does turn 18 and we can make use of him in Prem. Yeah. Now that it's here, pretty quiet first couple of rounds. And I'll happily say that he needs time to warm up. Everyone needs a few games to adjust to make sure they know what they're dealing with. Yeah. But, you know, they've had scrims. Yeah. No doubt he'll have been playing with them during that time as well.
I hate to say the word because it sounds a little bit weird, but it sounds like they groomed him into this sort of role.
Well, talking about minors and grooming, you can speak about demo all day long. So Murph can be... He's 18 now, he's safe. It's okay.
Christ alive.
I know.
You are odd. But anyhow, back to the match. Yes, I do like him, and I think going forward, we saw Madman. He needed an entire match to warm up, and hopefully Murph can do the same thing.
5 seconds left.
Here comes a pretty standard hold from the defenders in 1nfamy. Vigil, nice to see. And the destruction for Xenos is going to come out. Alien Stranger. Drake just lurking.
Okay. It seems to be a very common theme for a lot of teams. It's like, I don't know what it is that they don't like the Ela so much anymore, but a lot of the top fraggers on these teams will go for the Vigil and just completely go off on their own.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because with the Ela you still want to stick relatively close to the point. You're quite readable. They know where your mines are. They know generally where you're going to be. With Vigil, there is no trace of where the guy is.
Yeah, absolutely. And just his SMG-12 alone with the Kia, I think that might sway them a little bit. But pretty much 43 seconds into the round, we're just slowly working our way through. They're not going to be contesting upstairs, I don't think. It's odd to see the M1014 from Pulse. He just spotted one up. I don't think he actually saw him in offices.
Look at this. Oh, this is dangerous.
Viggle. He's been spotted out. There's no point now.
It's basically 1 versus 5 upstairs.
ERC7. Yeah, he's been spotted by East. He knows that. And he just shoots through the wall. Kinder's wheel and takes out Drake. That's a nice early frag for the attackers.
A bit over-eager, I feel, almost by Drake there. Like, I understand the intent. He didn't know the 5 guys were there like we did, so I get it completely, but I don't know. A bit too aggressive. This is when you knew that you saw that drone, you know they're looking around for you.
Yeah.
Just back off. Go and find a little hidey hole for a few minutes and then come back again.
I think they know that Pulse is downstairs trying to get something with his pulse scanner. As you can see there on the drone. He's going to actually... Oof,
I love how I actually saw on the drone someone killing him.
I know.
Surely you see someone taking that position, you go, it's time to leave now. Nope, let's stay on the drone and watch him kill me. That sounds much more fun.
He has no idea that drone's there either.
He gets scanned out by the pulse. They'll probably wait for the... Will he wait for the C4? Like that
55 seconds left. 4 versus 3. And Xenos versus 1nfamy.
The strangers.
What? Has he got no skeleton key left? Rum takes out Murph and Premier gets Kinders, makes it 3-2 back into the defenders.
Rum has brought down Murph twice now.
Floki gets a frag back onto Rum. Rum's having a pretty damn good game.
I'm going to have to Rum an apology for this.
I'd like to see that.
He's a good guy. I'll DM him. It's fine.
Oof, he knows. Is the drone still there? I think the drone might still be there. And he just goes in uncontested. Floki takes out Premier. He's going to get the diffuser down. These two could clutch this out now. Oh, Habana versus No Thumbs.
Attackers activating the
Come on, No Thumbs. Let's see if you really have No Thumbs or if this is your time for your thumbs to grow back in a 1v1.
He can get this here. No Thumbs versus Floki. He's jumping up. 3 armor versus 2 armor.
Watch to the right.
Floki
Come on, my man.
trying to go for a little flank.
Nope.
No nitrocell left.
Oh, one tapped. Floki had the angle
Floki
and has his
head
life. Good job by Floki to bring it back over to their side. Xenos take it to 2-1. So, hello.
Not sure.
Good stuff. Nice pre-aim.
3 rounds for attackers, 3 wins.
It's all about the attackers. Now let's see if they can break the curse, if Xenos can hold a successful defense. Or if it'll be another 1nfamy win. Run back on that Blackbeard. We've seen what he can do with it last time round. And it seems 1nfamy are going for the same setup once again as well. Just going for the 1 breach, the Thatcher in there as well. Yep. Well, it's worked every time so far, so they can't really moan too much.
Every time.
I wonder who's going to keep picking wackier and wackier attacking comps until it just stops working. Then you go, right, okay, we messed up, boys. Back to the drawing board. Take the standard like 5-man setup that we always go for. Go Montaigne.
I'd love to see a cat cam be brought out sometime.
They seem very... I don't know. I think when you just lost like 2 attacking rounds in a row... Sorry, lost your last defensive round.
Wine gun doing as I said. He's opening that up.
I don't mind this because if you get like if you get the mirror wall here as well, then it's nice.
Yeah.
Shoot out these gratings on the left-hand side of the screen as well. You can get things like smoke over there as well if you want to, or even go for the C4 over the top if you're feeling really adventurous. So I like what they're going for. I feel, especially when you just already lost this a second ago, unless you're confident that you can execute it correctly this time, just pull back and go for the reinforcements. Like they have here right next to B. Go for it on the walls there, get a mirror there instead, and just go for that angle. Try and go for this instead rather than trying to hold so far out.
Yeah.
That seemed to punish them quite a bit last time.
Yeah, they didn't actually open up that entire wall though. So that could work to their favour this time.
I hope so.
Just to stop the attackers pretty much doing what they want and running by, getting control of that east balcony.
I've seen someone kicking this out, so they know there's someone lurking around. Oh, they're shooting out the ceiling. Of course they are.
Upstairs.
There we go, they know where he is.
Where's the Echo gone? We want to see more Echo play, please.
Bring it back.
Now you see me. Now you don't.
I don't think we'll see too much of it, to be honest with you. Of the Echo. Of him.
Thanks.
That person.
Slowly moving up. Rum on the usual Blackbeard. Oof. Murph's going to get his first kill onto Premier.
Beautiful one tap as well.
Takes out Buck even.
That's what I was expecting to see.
That's what we wanted to see.
Picking up the Jaeger.
Now Mira does not have to worry about anything below her.
Kind of weird to see a Jaeger being the one who's getting pincered in by 3 attackers.
Yeah, he may as well just ditch.
Leg it.
He's getting crossfired. Oh, he's run. He's gone. He's out of there.
Done one. That's it. He's out.
Skedaddled. Defenders now with the advantage.
It's actually the second time now that we've seen Floki just hanging out in servers.
He's got nobody with him now.
No.
Oh, no. Murph gone into servers.
I guess when he had to back off from the last position he held, it was kind of like, well, if I say they're too much more for much longer, then we're in deep trouble. So let's leave.
See, this is where I like this. They're not. None of them are trying to go past there on purpose. You see the bandit come out, the factory even, sorry, the EMP grenade.
Yeah.
And they're not peeking it. They don't want to peek it. That's why it's such a good hold. I'll try and do it in ranked, but, you know, ranked is ranked. He's got one sledge pushing up.
Located by attackers.
Oof, don't go for the drone there. Drake and Rum both picking up kills onto Cryptic and Kinders respectively. Whilst Drake gets a 2k. Nice little headshot, and the attackers have taken back control. Murph, let's see what you're made of. Oof. Who's he looking for there?
Really fine, mate.
Floki.
Oh, nice Floki.
Drake.
Just trying to prevent the push in, if nothing else, but
oof, and Rum.
I tell you what, Rum has got Murph's number today. Every single time they've come into a firefight, Rum has walked away the victor.
That is exactly where I wanted to see that Blackbeard onto ventilation. That's a free K for Rum on the round, I believe.
What has got into Rum today?
Well, he's just synergising a lot better than he was before.
Looks like it was a pretty beneficial swap for all then. Quite pleased.
Look at that, 7 and 2 for Rum.
All about the Blackbeard, yeah. Kinders still looking pretty good. Floki as well. This is generally what you're seeing now in terms of the breakdown of the Xenos scoreboard is essentially what you see every single week. Floki, a very good consistent player, always falling just short of Kinders. And then Winegum and Cryptic generally never really topping the leaderboard much. So they do have good weeks where they go into positive in KDA, but for the most part, it's always very quiet. Don't really get too much out of them.
Absolutely. Back here to Armory, Lockers and Archives. We're going to see how that one goes. I think we haven't even been to anywhere else yet.
Attackers need to locate and
why go anywhere else?
Well,
I mean, it's not like the attackers have won 4 times in a row. Like, why would you change things around? Just keep on doing the same thing and letting them win.
It's nice to see a Valkyrie come out, and they actually expected that with the IQ.
Don't mind that.
Pretty decent, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty good. Happy. But,
no thumbs here. He's going to be doing what you didn't want him to do. They're going to go for that same family.
I just wish they would pull back here. So you go basically north of where this is here. So you go actually towards B itself.
Yeah.
Reinforce those 2 walls. On the left-hand side, you've got the mirror window, and you have the angle then, and it's fine. This just feels... I don't know. In that last case, they with all this reinforcement going up, I'd rather you stick 2 people in here and hold it down better. Because last time they had 1 guy who got completely outnumbered because he got droned out. They had the sledge around the corner, and he didn't know who to shoot at. Did you get rid of the drones? He stops being scouted, or do you wait for the sledge to run around and inevitably one-tap you because he knows exactly where you are?
Yeah.
It was rough, and I sympathise, but I don't know. If you're going to hold that position, hold it a lot stronger than you were just then. 1 person isn't enough to cover that.
What we just saw there from Mira, no thumbs, he was shotgunning out his actual mirror from the front, so it gives him a more sight line, a better sight line, if you will. and gives him a better point of view to look at.
No Thumb's clearly opening up his own point of view and just opening holes in the floor. Give himself a bit of a glance downstairs as to what might be down there. Answer at the minute is nothing. Xenos, someone's got to break this deadlock of only attackers winning at some point. So far, there's no consistent answer to describe how a team can win it. Maybe it's don't go onto this defensive point, because this always seems to be the losing factor for either side. So again,
nice little drone that.
So they've got just one man holding that.
Notice it.
They've got one man sitting there again. It's Smitch entirely on his own.
And he hasn't even put down his bandit tricks yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold on him being there entirely on his own. Whoopsie daisy.
That was not there. That was from the fountain.
Wrong place, mate. Pretty sure they can't look at it. Straight back out the window again. Isn't going to get tagged. Isn't going to get tagged at least.
Drone's ready. Position device. Drone is ready to go.
Good hold though, because there's no real aggression coming in from Xenos yet.
No.
Like Infamy don't need to move.
No roamers either.
Uh-oh.
It's just moved out. That's probably the smart idea, to be honest.
Yeah. This is a nice angle, actually. Ooh, misses this one tap, though, to try and get that kill. Now he's going to have to back off even further. So now they're forced completely off the B-bomb, back onto A once more. That gives some room for Xenos to push it.
They're trying to open up CCTV to get a flank off. But that's a nice little camera there from Valkyrie. Able to see the entirety of the B-bomb. Well, fountain going.
It's nice that you can see the whole push into fountain there, which is what's nice. The fact that it gives that a huge amount of vision, if nothing else, is really good.
2 minutes 20 in the round, and we finally get 2 kills. Winegum gets smitched and No Thumbs gets crypted. The push is going to come, but the toxic babes are going to stop that. IQ somehow managing to get Premier.
Going for the 1v1, but gets flanked completely.
Not necessarily sold on a shotgun for a Valk, but we will see. Here comes the diffuser. Ooh. No,
this
Night
is the
Shell did not do any damage. Done a little bit of damage.
That should have been the kill for him there, really. But now that bomb's planted just in front of the window and inside to the balcony,
Drake gets Winegum.
They've got 2 safe options to sit and watch here. This is, I don't know, the fact that you let them take over B bomb sites so easily, it feels a bit daft, really.
Yeah, they just walked in uncontested, didn't they?
Yeah, I don't
see how this goes. Well over half of the diffuser to get, and they have got a man down. This is not looking good for Infamy. Hampton, Drake, and No Thumbs manage to get kills. I don't think they will have enough time, as there is a grenade and another grenade.
Oh, gets one down. Can he get the second though?
Can't get the diffuser. Unfortunate.
Nice hold.
5th round for the attackers.
There's a good hold by Kinders though, who, I said earlier on, he had a brilliant week 1. Week 2 and week 3 were quiet, and so far today, he's looking pretty good. Not pulling ahead in terms of kills, but the impact in the round is definitely what's got me keeping my eye on him for sure. And Murph has been, again, incredibly quiet. I'm surprised. Equally surprised that Rum is out killing Drake, who's been far and away their kind of carry over the last few weeks.
Absolutely.
And Rum is the new kind of import, I suppose you could say.
Premier not doing overly too much work. I'd expect a little bit more from him, maybe another frag or 2. We'll see how he goes in the next round. But are they gonna keep the madness going, go to the same spots? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Of course they are. So it's mentioned as well that No Thumbs is kind of their new captain, air quotes, this week. I know a couple of weeks ago they were having a bit of issues, like no one on the team really wanted to practice, the motivation was quite low. You know, the team, that's what they got rolled over, I think, in one of the games that they had, and they were really disappointed about it. But since they kind of had the change, you know, I think Nath probably was a lot of the influence of that as well, knowing that he didn't really have much passion for Xbox. Now that he's kind of gone and they've got Roman, who is passionate about winning at the very least, the team has got a bit of a new lease of life. So maybe write them off a bit quick, because looking at the roster change directly, you kind of think, well, in terms of skill, it feels like the team quality may have dropped a tad. But in terms of psychology, in terms of the motivational side of things, that's looking a lot stronger for them. And maybe that's what's leading to them having such a good performance this week against Xenos.
Absolutely. And the same defense is coming out as before. Let's see if anything changes this time. With Premier going to get a camera, 2 cameras out there. And I want to see him try and at least get a kill or 2. Slowly pick it up for Infamy. Rum on the Blackbeard. Let's see how he does.
Well, hopefully.
He's been doing unreal, hasn't he?
He's been doing really well with Blackbeard so far, but yeah, I don't like sitting here and saying because you're playing Blackbeard it's easier. Like, it's a lot easier to go for those 1v1s because you have the rifle shield to aid you in that, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But he has been one-tapping Murph quite consistently. I'll give him that much for definite.
Yeah. He's just had Murph's number this entire game at the moment. A minute into the round. Oh, some drones still going through. I think the push will probably come the last 30 seconds. But let's see if we get any kills beforehand.
Yay. That's the most satisfying thing in this game, I think.
Sledging.
Yeah, just smashing walls open. It's so satisfying.
25 of them as well.
Mm.
Journey's End it's called.
That'll get nerfed to 5 soon.
I think that... Oof, Rum again. On to Murph.
I would love, Doors, if you're watching, I would love a count on how many kills Rum gets onto Murph. I think it's 4 now. It's insane. Every single time Murph pops up somewhere, Rum is there to give an answer to him.
Premier, there we go. The one I was talking about. Manages to get the pulse. That is exactly why IQ was brought. He just gets the refrag.
A defending side has got to break this deadlock at some point because it's just going back and forth between the attackers constantly.
And this same defense keeps coming out.
It's nuts. Genuinely nuts. But let's see what they can do. Find themselves in a 3 versus 4. That's Xenos, of course, on the defending side. 1 minute left to play with. But they're sort of struggling to put... It's the big kind of fight around this fight. I don't understand, again, the fountain hold is one thing that's kind of perplexed me a little bit. When you're struggling this hard to hold it down, just give up on it.
Wine Gun gets Premier. Rum back onto Kinders. And here comes the push. 40 seconds left. Let's see if the defenders can do anything. Here comes a grenade. Oof, ADS. A little spray from Drake. Jaeger does not need to push him whatsoever. He's going to. Just play for time, defenders. Just play for time.
So got
that ventilation.
See, this is where the last plank came down last time. Let's not forget, through this window alone. Oof. I don't know why you ever try and peek a Blackbeard when you know he's got a shield on and he's spraying. Just wait, start spraying if nothing else. But Cryptic gets dropped.
And there goes the diffuser.
One gets Drake at the very least.
Oh, go on.
C4.
Yeah.
Yes,
there he
got it.
4 seconds left to go. Nope. There's no need to do that. He ain't going to get the diffuser off anyhow.
Finally!
The defender win.
The deadlock has been broken.
Much deserved, I thought.
Xenos take the round. And well deserved, yes. I don't know, it's the first time we've seen the fountain hold somewhat work. It's almost like playing Rome, but very close to home. Yeah. You're just trying to waste time around fountain. They've got to clear out fountain, they've got to get it droned out, they've got to bring down the walls as best they can as well, get rid of the mirror window. It just gives them another thing to think about, I guess. And I understand that, but obviously a few times we've seen it, in fact, a lot of times we've seen it fail. That's the first time we've seen an attacking round work. 5 times in a row, it has not worked out for them in the slightest. But finally, it comes through. And I'm genuinely gobsmacked. I did not expect this to happen this week. I didn't expect the last result from the last game either, to be honest. Clearly, all my predictions and all logic has been thrown to the wind, and Prem has just officially confused me to all hell.
Yeah.
Happens.
That's life.
I'm really impressed to see Rob at the top of the leaderboard, though. Yeah. Rob, I apologise publicly for saying that I thought you wouldn't be the big standout player for the team, because as it stands right now, you 100% are. Maybe Cryptic made it a bit easier for you last round there with trying to contest a spraying Blackbeard. I have no idea why on earth he'd ever want to do that. But definitely showing that he still means business and he wants to try and win, or at least get himself to LAN. Happy days for everyone.
Yeah. Don't mind seeing a Blackbeard play. Although it does annoy me in ranked, I can't grumble when it's done well. Can't grumble.
10 seconds to go.
I guess. I'll give you that. I was like, can you grumble when it's done well, though? I was like, nah, it's alright. I guess it's okay. It's when you go for the spray on someone and you know that they soak all of your bullets in the rifle shield, and you're just like, yeah, okay, if you didn't have the rifle shield, you'd literally be dead right now.
Yeah.
That's the real tilter.
You can hear the Arab man shouting out. I don't know his name, so unfortunately it's just Arabic to me. But if you go up to the top, you'll be able to shoot out one of the speakers, and therefore he won't be shouting anymore, which I'm sure what just happened.
And we've got the top again for those smokes and the C4s to go flying through. I always get worried with these because it happens far too often in rank. Someone goes to throw a C4 through and it gets stuck on one of the wooden pallets and kills you. And it's just like, come on. Do it properly.
For you. Interesting to see the Valkyrie on the shotgun again. personally would never use a shotgun on Valkyrie. I think a gun's just...
Oh, it was a primary? No.
No.
A secondary is a shotgun, right?
No, a secondary is a deagle.
Who am I thinking of then that's got the secondary as the shotgun?
Mira.
Is it?
Yeah. Alex, can we go on to Mira?
Alright. Yeah, she has. I play both of them a lot in ranked, so clearly I get confused between the two. I do myself no favours.
Oof, Smitch getting Murph. Finally, someone other than Rum getting Murph this time.
Yeah, so it's just like, Rum, take a seat, mate. Come on. Give us time. Let us make ourselves look good. But Kinders gets a return come on to Smitch at the very least. He's had a pretty good game so far as well. 4 and 4.
You can't be going for that. Is bandited off.
And let's not forget, attackers have had the advantage so far. Infamy have got to win their first defensive round to stop Xenos taking this first map right here and right now. And it doesn't look like it's going to go that way. Drake, sorry, it looks like it will go that way. Drake taking out the picture altogether.
Drake taking out Cryptic. There's a nice little kill there from Jaeger. Onto the Thatcher, and much needed because now Fountain can't be open up where Habana was looking. And it looks like the defenders are in the driving seat here. They're looking like they've got this. Let's see how they produce it.
Well, we've seen how many of these rounds go, and we think we know what the exact...
Exactly. We think they're going one way, but then they run the other. Surely the Thermite Floki is going to get the Mira. Nope. No can do. So they know Floki is there now. Drake manages to get a kill onto Kinders. And that is Floki down. No farms onto Floki. Defenders of Infamy here. Looking like they've got it. But Winegum is going to get the trade off to Drake. And we will see the Mira light up Winegum.
Hey!
Oh, Rum! What a throw!
That was just beautiful. It's beautiful how it's kind of hovered in the air.
Yeah, I know. We've seen it.
Whee!
Oh my gosh. He must have been laughing at that.
Oh, giggling all the way. I'll be giggling all the way to the bank with this. 10 and 2 in kills death. This is a great round for Rum overall, but it's still at match point to Xenos at this point. Can Infamy turn it around? Or will Xenos be closing this map out here and now?
I couldn't tell you if I'm being completely honest.
It leads people to ponder
and
ask themselves that very same question.
Oof, I wouldn't have minded seeing the Twitch there, to be honest, but
my pen.
There we go, there's the Twitch. Finally, we get to see some Twitch play.
It's quite funny because I remember a lot, I think Proxy's a prime example, one of the guys from Vex, he was saying that, you know, one of his mains was Twitch, and with the recent nerfs, he's been gutted a little bit.
I don't really think so.
There's a huge debate around this. When it first got announced, with the nerfs coming through, there was a lot of discussion on Twitter around it. Some people saying, well, all it does is force you to now use it a bit more tactically. You can't just constantly poke people with your charges. You actually have to focus on the gadgets or on harassing someone, take your pick.
Pretty much,
Others saying, well, she wasn't really that big of a problem in the first place, so why now?
Yeah. I think they've actually got someone else in mind, potentially. A new operator in mind to do the exact same thing, but you never know. That's another debate for another time.
Well, there's 2 of those coming in there. In the Outbreak release in a month. Just over a month, actually, yeah, isn't it? Month and a half?
Indeed.
That should be fun.
Excited.
Looking forward to that.
Zombie mode, as it's called.
Everything's got to have zombie. It's not an FPS if it hasn't got a zombie mode. 6th of March that comes out, by the way. That's about 4 days before LAN. Big reminder, you can get your tickets for that still. ESL.pm/Siege Finals. I remember the URL. Haha. Don't need no production, but they're going to give it to me anyway. There you go. ESL.pm/Siege Finals if you want to get yourself down to LAN. Come meet the casters who've been showing at the game. Come and see the players who've been winning your hearts in many weeks. Why not?
See, normally in ranked, I normally just, when I had 15 Twitch shots, I normally just took out my own drones just to annoy my own people. But now it's put down to 5.
Well, I hope you get banned for that kind of behaviour, mate.
Yeah, so do I, to be honest. It's so toxic. But anyhow, ventilation room and pretty much customs here for Floki. And Premier here, going to spot out Floki hopefully in the near future. Otherwise that could be pretty bad for them. He seems like an IQ main.
Maybe a little bit, knows what to look for.
Spotted a bomb.
Oh.
That was one
big
nitrocell.
Fancy explosions.
It sounded like another.
Oh.
Cryptic takes out Smitch. And that gives the defenders a leg up.
Well, it's turned its head now and defenders are starting to win.
You know, like horses leg up, yeah. Okay.
No.
Surveying.
Entirely on your own, mate.
Oh, well.
No one else buys into it, it's just you, mate. I promise.
I'll take it, I'll take it. I like being different. But Premier here is going to be contesting Archives in here. And an Airmine is going to... Didn't even go off. The Airmine did not go off. That is odd. Drake managed to take out Floki.
Still 4 versus 4 though. I mean, Xenos, again, it's a horrible case where they were at 4 and 2. Heavy advantage to win.
What a shot from Drake onto Murph. Can he get the 2-piece? Yes, he can. Drake. I think that's 3K on the round for him. Manages to take out Cryptic and swings it in the way of
I don't think any team wants us to have a quick and easy set of games tonight. Every single map at this point will have gone to overtime if this goes that way.
Nope. No way.
Genuine insanity.
Premier manages to take out Kinder, and the attackers have pure and utter dominance there on the bomb site. Just get the diffuser down. 20 seconds left to go. We'll see what goes on here. Premier cleans up Winegum, and Premier comes back, as I thought he would, finally getting those frags. Good round from Premier.
Very good overall overtime. Here we come. So, how things are stacking. Look at those numbers from Rum and Horizon. From Drake, sorry.
Jesus.
Really
2 and 8.
Murph, sorry, my boy. I overhyped you,
It's
and now you let us down.
It's only one match, only one match.
Yeah, but it's also 8 rounds.
I know they say you're only as good as your last match, but
Let's take it the next
it's only as his first.
You know, what, 0.25 kills per game? That's not on. Not ideal, my friend. Not ideal.
You could do better.
Mate, I've had some strange luck playing with some of the boys in competitive on PC, honestly. Bizarre. Really bizarre.
Fair enough.
Probably not. I probably could do better. I'm not even lying. Oh no, I'm the kind of guy who just like, oh, again, I play support, I just drone people out. That's
Yeah.
what I do. That's all I do.
Get top of the leaderboard with 2 kills.
You know. You know.
And we are back here with the same defense.
Yay! Nothing changes.
Unfortunately.
Never change, boys. Never change. So, overtime round 1. Both teams have looked pretty good so far. We've had a spat of attacking rounds being the only winners, and then a spat of defending rounds being the only winners. Before eventually enfamy, of course, came back from the 4-2 to bring us into overtime. Nothing too surprising coming through. It was all just the same time and time again, really. They're going for the constant same setup, which is what somewhat annoys me, is that you know it hasn't worked so many times in a row, yet you're continuing to try the same thing. You've seen what happens when you try and defend Fountain. I think I've seen it work once for the defenders so far, and that was the round they won, so they couldn't play there again afterwards anyway. Yeah. Which is why it's a bit perplexing that they still keep on trying to do it.
That's why I quite like Penta so much on PC. They're constantly changing up, they're constantly doing different things, they're adapting, they're finding new ways to do different sites. It's just different. I like doing different things and managing to get your opponents on the back foot straight away if they don't know what's going on. Like, they could have brought a castle here, for example, castled that up, and then as soon as they got these 2 guys going through, take the castle down and move it somewhere else. Just something different.
Well, that's nothing really different coming in just yet, though. Rum once again back on his trusty Blackbeard. We've seen what he can do with this when given the right opportunity on the right angles. Right now, it's all about intel duty, though. He knows where someone is, though. Ooh, great,
lovely shot.
Great awareness there to know exactly where to spray as well.
And he got Murph again. 5th time?
6th, maybe? I don't know. Probably 5th, actually, yeah. Disgusting. Honestly disgusting.
Been very impressed with Rum here.
Me too.
Drake manages to get Floki down.
Pleasantly surprised.
That's the pulse off the board. Cryptic, though, does refrag back onto Drake. Sledge down this time.
Yeah, it's like we were saying all day long, though. If a team has like 2 aggressors who you can rely on, in this case it's Drake and Rum, there has never been a round, I think, where both of them have gone down, unless it was like a flat-out losing round.
Without a kill, yeah.
Yeah, there's always been something they've brought to the table at the very least. There we go, back onto West Balcony. Durden. It's always kind of like small second everything. Am I going to get gunned down for being here right now? Usually the answer is no, but it's still terrifying all the same.
Oh, I love that that's a little parkour move for you there. It's really hard to pull off that. I've never been able to do it myself.
Ooh, he knows he's there. Ooh, almost got him down as well. Not really much more he could have done
on
there.
about 5% health now, 5 HP.
If he'd gone for more of a spray than just like a couple of taps, then maybe he'd have got the kill, but...
Dropped all the way down. Still got that nudge cell, which is going to be so important with 40 seconds left of the round. We're going to see a plant here, I think, from Premier. Nice to see Ella back, as always.
Is it? Is it, though?
There we go. Ella getting Premier down.
Well, he's got a hold of the Nitro here, so knowing these upstairs, could have got that one quite safely, but Kinder's clearly quite comfortable getting that kill all the same.
Don't know where the attackers are going to come from.
15 seconds.
Wine Gun takes out Rum. No Fums gets the kill onto Kinders. Oof, the diffuser needs to go down. 2 seconds.
They've got time.
And it's going down.
Oh,
can he
just got it?
Come on.
Hey, got him.
Operators, you have
That hatch.
I'm stumbling over my words there.
That hatch is the bane of all planters, I swear.
Mira had 5 HP, and she's managed to clutch that out.
You could have blown
What a
her and she'd have fell over.
What a lassie.
What a lassie.
Unfortunate for Infamy.
Well, Xenos, now at match point once again. I'm fully expecting him to take this round and then we go to the final decider match. It always happens. Always. I think that was pretty close, all things considered. It's definitely not like a far away thing. I think both sides, either side could have taken it quite easily. If they'd have dealt with that C4 earlier, or if they'd have used the C4 early in the round, they definitely would have been in a lot of trouble.
Sure, yeah. Armory Lockers Archives time, boy. First time I'm seeing this tonight.
Well, what a time to fix things round, right? What a time.
We sound really, really kind of, remember the word.
Lethargic, fed up.
Yeah, but we're not. We're
Bored.
happy.
I won't say so much bored, but there's only so many times you can talk about Armory Lockers.
Yeah. So should we talk about you then?
No, let's not talk about me.
Why not?
Because we're here to talk about Rainbow Six.
You just said there's only so many times we can talk.
Talk about Armory and Lockers, yeah. There's still plenty of other things we could talk about, like the next map.
Oh, for sure. Oh, I asked you about it before. You know when you shoot a barricade, it takes 21 bullets. Did you know that?
5 seconds left.
That is super interesting.
I know.
You told me.
I told you that last time, and I thought it'd be even more interesting to put up this time.
What's also very interesting is that the next map is Chalet.
Oof, we like Chalet. I really want to see a Glaz, please.
I think you're hopeful. I think we've seen one Glaz in all of Prem.
Really?
One Glaz.
He's so overpowered.
On Xbox, less so.
When you have the aim of me, of a god, then...
Mate, please, come on. You see it sometimes on PC because of these snapshots and stuff, and he's very, very good with that long range. But realistically, you know, I think with like Blackbeard, he does everything that he does. And I think if you go to take the Glaz, then you're relying on having to take spokes, which generally means you've got to take the Ying as well, which can destabilize a lot of general attacking comps. It can work if you go for the risky kind of like, you know, one hard breach and that's it. Yeah. Otherwise, you're definitely investing a lot in trying to make that strategy work, and it'll come back to bite you in the end.
Yeah. But moving up here, a minute into the round. Nobody has seen anybody yet, apart from drone play. Of course.
What's Cryptic's score? Let's see the scoreboard for a second, actually, Observer.
Device is going dark.
Huh, okay. Yeah, Cryptic's, it's okay. It's not quite the big, massive, like, positive KDA we guys expecting, but it's not over yet, so we're okay. We've got time.
It's not.
It's 4 and 7 at the minute. Making note. Go for the spray, catches no one once more. Trying to push it through Fountain. Here we go, out come the nades. Trying to catch up the one who just sat down through...
What's going on there?
I don't know, mate. Some kind of telekinesis or something. No bandit tricks today, then, my friends. Murph back on the drones, getting themselves inside, trying to find out exactly what the situation is before they go for the push. They know where one is sat. Risky spot for the Valkyrie just to sit in right here.
A little camera.
They know there's one downstairs, so now they know they've got to deal with the pulse first and foremost.
There goes the Ash, going to deal with him.
Yeah, so they send Murph off to go and make sure that they can deal with him, otherwise he's only going to cause some grief later on.
Ooh,
we've seen 2 rounds lost.
That is a very nice grenade.
We've seen 2 rounds lost on the back of C4, so they just want to make sure it's out the way completely.
Yeah.
Suddenly the kills are racking up there. Infamy, said it before, they're going to bring it to this point, and Drake is absolutely huge for them.
Going absolutely ham.
Man's got to do what a man's got to do.
And again, they don't have a clue. They have no idea. Drake with the free piece.
Oh, runs right
Murph,
the corner.
There we go. This is what we want to see from Murph. Rum taking out Cryptic. Come on in, Murph. Show us what you can do.
Time to shine, my friend.
Spotlight is on you. Oof,
No,
unlucky. Unlucky. Smitch takes
So,
the final
of
kill.
course,
Overtime.
of course it goes all the way to the final round. Why wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
Nice. Okay,
Are
so
you not entertained?
I was going to say Drake is having the game of his life, it feels. 14-7. Make it look easy, almost charged around.
12-3.
Yeah, looking really good. But the thing is that you look at the scoreboard coming in for Xenos as well. Like even the 9 kills and the 8 kills on Kinders and Winegum. Winegum, I'm really pleased to see stepping up because I've spoken to a few players over the last few weeks, and a lot of them are saying, you know, there's a lot of these kids stepping into the scene. They're very, very good. Like Drake, I guess you could argue, one of the more experienced players, having played in Pro League, still really good.
Yeah.
For some of these players, though, if you're frustrated, Winegum hasn't said this, but I imagine you might feel in the same boat sometimes. A lot of these younger players that are kind of coming in and just showing you up, and you feel like, well, where do we fit into this anymore?
Yeah.
You know, there's always been new kids coming in, there's always fresh blood arriving in the scene, which is great for the scene, but not so great for the players who've been around a long time and are slowly being kind of fading into obscurity.
Yeah.
It's good to see players like him at least stepping up and showing that, you know, we are still relevant, that we can still impact these games in a meaningful way.
Absolutely.
That's what I like to see. And the usual bathroom hole coming in by the looks of it, but no castle on side this time.
No. Unfortunately not.
At least they're going downstairs.
Yep.
It's
They
not
got
Locker's Armory.
pulse.
Oh, it's not Locker's Armory. There is a god. Jesus.
Somewhere.
Well, either way, his name
Mr. Rum.
is Xenos. 'Cause it makes him Rums.
Rums on Ash. Haven't seen that one.
Okay, now this is interesting for me because I wanted to... Do you reckon they anticipated this?
What, going downstairs?
Yeah, because
I think they won
usually
the
take
defending round.
they always take the Blackbeard because when they're trying to assault from the balcony into B and then get the plant down through there, it's really good to have that Blackbeard support, and we've seen him get a few kills with it.
Yeah.
So I think here they've almost anticipated this was going to happen and just thought, you know what, fine, let's try something different. Ash might be a good pick. What's going to really matter to me here is seeing if Rum can show up on something other than the Blackbeard, because yes, he's been great on Blackbeard, but you need to be more versatile than that if you're going to be a great asset to your team. He's had a great game so far on Blackbeard, but time to shine on something else as well. Ash could be a really, really good way to show what you've got as a Slayer.
Absolutely. As a main fragger, entry fragger, that's what she's mainly used for. Something I cannot do personally.
Or me. I hope to send the drone in. It's my job.
2 in armory lockers here, going to get droned out straight away. And they're essentially just going to get pushed on. As you can see on the main screen, Twitch's drone's still up, but Floki manages to take out Rum, which is a big kill.
Alright, Thumbs is downstairs and outside as well. Bit of a miss spray from Sledge. It's going to open up that floor. Again, this is always the argument of just say Buck or Sledge for this.
Oh, comes a C4 from Winegum, that's 2.
Get ruined.
That's
That's Drake gone as well. That could be huge for Xenos. Now that the top fragger for Infamy is down, Rummer's got to step up, and he's, in fact, I lie, he's dead as well. This could be it. This could be Xenos' chance now to close this out and beat Infamy here on the first map.
Certainly looks like that. Definitely. The C4 play coming out, and I think that's Ella on the left-hand side of them. No, it's not. She's downstairs. My apologies. But they're still trying to get these roamers in the top of armory lockers, which is not working out well for them. They're just sat back, just holding angles, waiting for that Habana to go in like that, and they're not doing anything, which they're just wasting time. 54 seconds left of the round to go. Cryptic sat up here with the Jaeger bomb, Murph, and they're starting to finally push onto them. Let's see what happens here. Smitch takes them out, and so does Premier. That's the 2 roamers and armory lockers gone. Brings it back to a 3 versus 3. Premier doing absolute work on the IQ.
30 seconds.
Probably going to try and get that pulse, but he is not using his cardiac sensor.
The attacker's bomb diffuser
30 seconds to go. This is...
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
She goes to this window, he's in so much trouble.
That's a great claymore. Claymore put just outside the drone hole, so if they want to try and put the diffuser down...
Oh dear.
Floki,
10 seconds to go.
he's just seen the diffuser. He is going to just hold on. He is going to run away.
Oof. Nice.
Cracking from Floki there.
And there we go.
He knew the diffuser was down.
Xenos take it.
Xenos take it. Nice little win for them there.
Yeah,
although I thought Infamy were pretty much the dominant team.
It was really close. Well, I'd say in terms of frags, it's because it was more spread out amongst Xenos and it didn't look too dominant on either side, I think. but it was still quite, you know, between the two teams, still very even, going again to the final point. Teams today just do not want to roll over each other. They want to make sure it goes down to the wire, to the last round to determine who wins.
Absolutely, yeah.
I expected that from these teams because these guys took one map apiece last week. From the other teams today, maybe a little less so.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, there you go. Replays coming up on your screen very shortly of that first map before we get ahead of ourselves and jump onto Chalet.
Look at
I mean,
this.
this is what I'm really curious about. Did he not see the shield at that point? Like, that shield is massive. You see that generally 99% of the time, so you must know. And even then, like, Murph surely can communicate and say, he's here through this kill hole, don't look through it, or don't walk in front of it.
Yeah.
Just still watch.
Communication.
Exactly. The small mistakes is generally the theme I'm having of tonight. One, teams just seem to love reverse sweeping each other, and two, small mistakes are costing teams the games.
Yeah.
Which is what you'd expect. Like, small mistakes can be the big difference sometimes. It doesn't have to be like an outright like 5-0 wipe to win a round that goes, yeah, okay, it's a big mistake, it's their fault. These C4s are the big one for me, because there's 2 or 3 of these in this game that caught them out.
Constant C4s.
Absolutely.
And that one. Constant. They love their C4s.
And this one was great. It's the flying one, like, great stuff.
Unbelievable stuff.
Well, there you go. So that was somewhat expected, I want to say.
Yeah, tight.
Yeah.
Competitive.
It's what I expected to see. I didn't really expect either team to charge away with it. I expected somewhat that we would see Murph be a lot better than he was. I expected we would see Rum be worse than he was. No flame, Rum. Love you long time, buddy.
Only the 2.37 KD last week.
I know, it's super weird that I'm looking... This keyboard's taught me now, go away. It's just super bizarre that of the 2 players that we looked at and said, right, this guy's going to have a huge impact and this guy's going to have a lesser impact. It was actually the other way around, which completely evened the 2 teams out.
Yeah. I mean, I've never seen Murph before. I'll put my hands up and say that, so I didn't know what to expect. But it's just one map. He can just change it all around on Chalet.
And if he doesn't?
He's got next week.
He may have next week, but then a lot of the teams don't because, of course, even though this week it looked like Horizon could have got knocked out, they didn't get knocked out, but it was still coming pretty close. You might still see more of the same now. It concerns me that with a lot of the teams, you lose like one map, or in this case, this literally came down to one thing. You know that in about a week, well, even next week it could be, even maybe if not week 6, fair enough. This little 1-round loss can be the difference between you going to LAN or not.
No, this is
it. At this point, when it's so far away, it doesn't feel like a huge deal, but in reality, it is a big deal. Like, LAN is a big thing to come to. You get taken up to Leicester, you get to play on a stage, you get everyone there watching you. It's kind of what you aspire to, I think, as a player, rather than just kind of sit in your bedroom at home playing on Xbox.
Yeah, you get to see demo as well. So.
Yep, you get to see demo, you get to see a bunch of guys, all kinds of wonderful stuff going on. It's always good fun.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
Yeah.
You going to head down to it?
Oh, I'll try to.
It's worth it. It's worth it. Definitely recommend.
Local area network. LAN.
It's such a weird term these days, isn't it? It's a really weird term because, oddly enough, when you're at a LAN, you don't play on a LAN connection, you play online with everyone else in the same room as you.
That is odd.
What else would you call it, though?
We're here.
Nerd gathering.
Yeah, that's why you're here right now.
Yeah. Well, this isn't LAN.
No,
This is a studio cast. True. I'll take that. Fine. Okay. So anyway, next map, Chalet. We saw this earlier on. What are our thoughts going into this?
I think it's going to favour the defenders more than we just saw with the attackers, and they're not going to change anything up. They just stick to their guns. They're going to keep going. That's what we saw.
Blackbeard constantly.
Maybe a Blackbeard,
Ash
but
didn't do anything. Let's be real. For Rum, it did nothing.
Rarely does. I mean, whenever I say that, like, I haven't really seen any Ash play that's actually worked out this week, today, and
Kimbe on Oregon.
yeah, he's one of a kind. So
you could argue that on every team there's a one-of-a-kind player, though. Like, you look at these, and Drake, prime example, Kinders, and I'm really confused.
Ooh,
Kinders look pretty good. Looks look pretty good. Murph has been quiet. Winegum steps up as well. There's definitely players on each team that have that carry potential. And again, consistency is the one thing I think that really defines the difference. There is no one player that week on week on week is miles above everyone else. No. Even Madman today was very quiet, and he's been the guy who in the last 3 weeks you could probably say has been the most consistent standout player. Yeah,
until the second map and he dominated, but
there you go.
It's interesting to see Drake going for the Capital. He brought him last week, didn't he?
I'm very curious to see how this plays out.
Especially with the Echo as well.
Your favourite's back.
Yes. Well, not my favourite, I just like his shotgun.
Well, Kitchen Trophy Holder is going to be the first defensive option, or the first defensive choice, I should say, coming in for Xenos. Curious to see if they go for this upper floor hold, which of course we saw 1UP kind of popularising. Don't know if any teams have taken to it too well, if they've chose, you know what, it's not really for us, we'll stick to what we know and what we like doing best.
Yeah, I think they're just going to stick to library, open up a few windows, chuck out a few cameras, and maybe go for a few runouts.
Quite possibly.
5 seconds remaining.
Usual barb. That's not a lot of barb. Usually you see more barbed wire around here, which I'm slightly concerned about.
Yeah.
Unless I've just dropped it now. I'm not sure if they were about to do that as the camera flicks away. But generally you see at least 2 bits, because that way you have a much slower run through and you get the angles down if you're playing on the defensive side.
Yeah.
And they don't really have much maneuverability. Ooh, they know. They know.
I wish UB would give Bandit his free barbed wire back.
The dream.
Yeah.
But he still gets picked.
He does.
So you're never going to see that.
Very useful.
Never going to come back.
I have a question for you.
Go on
I think he's just spotted him.
Hello. He knows he's still there, look.
You can see his head. Yeah,
pass.
may as well run away. It says he's got 3 stun grenades, but they're not actually stun, they're flash. Why is that?
Flash stun, yeah. They're always called stun in this game, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're never called flash.
But they are flash.
I guess they do kind of stun you. Like, I don't know.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Throwing stun grenade!
Stun grenades everywhere.
That one roamer, though, causing them a lot of mischief.
So Drake is still here trying to deal with this bandit upstairs. The Jaeger, sorry, upstairs.
Yeah, that's going to get ADS'd out, isn't it? Yep. But Rum, picking up Murph once again. There we go.
Flashbangs everywhere. See, Cryptic has actually wasted so much time here. It's going to get finally dropped down by Drake, but he wasted 1.5 minutes of Drake's time on the Capital. Now trying to see if he can push himself down these stairs, push more in towards the point. Still, they've got hold of top of upper floor, which is important. Question now is how much more can they get? The answer is probably quite a lot, as it's a 5 versus 2. Xenos crumbling somewhat at the seams. Burn, baby, burn. Trying to force him out the corner here. I can't believe they don't even know he's here. Surely they've got to know. Is he on drone?
Ellie's going to stun herself. Concuss herself.
Wow.
Oof, Drake. That head is going to come clean off. And it's
Already.
5 versus 1. Echo. Lonely old Echo.
I wonder if they go for the plant here, if they just try and get that last kill. Go a bit greedy for that KD. Go for the plant. Sensible idea, then go for the KD. I like that.
Yeah. Drake takes the head off.
Unlucky Kinders. Great first round coming through from me though.
Nobody died. Ooh, that was pretty convincing.
But we've seen that so many times already.
Yeah.
Look at Horizon earlier on, 5-0ing, 1 up in like 1.5 minutes.
Yeah. And then, yeah.
It's so hard to predict anything in this week. I don't know why it's this week in particular, but it's almost like with all the roster swaps that have come through, teams are still finding their feet. Like, it's still... There's too many moving parts to really lock any team down and say this is definitively why their power level is right now, what we expect from them. A lot of them are just kind of either overperforming or undelivering at random points in the game.
For sure, for sure.
Very bizarre.
Bar and gaming room. You don't see this a lot. I don't think.
It's one, I think it's the least favourite point on this map.
And I don't blame them. The castle, nice little pick there.
I do like it as a point to hold. I like watching it being held. It's quite exciting to watch.
It's nice to see something new.
It's like a war of the main lobby into bar and gaming, basically.
Yeah, in just below library.
Yeah, it's cool. Of course, you can't forget the library can have all of the floor ripped up as well, so you can see downstairs who's there, what's going on.
Attackers have located
But
a bomb.
most of the time you won't see people there. You'll see a mirror just where she put up her reinforcement and work from there. Try and shotgun the sides and work along.
Yeah, I'm slightly curious if they try and go for a library hold or just to try and delay them a bit. The problem is, you've got to deal with this upstairs from the start, and then you've got to deal with main lobby.
Yeah.
And then you've got to deal with the potential threat from basement downstairs. So there's quite a few angles to worry about, which is why it's not very popular. But it looks like that's the plan. I like what they're doing here as well. So she's got this massive column for the cover. You've got the mirror window so you can see into library itself, so it makes it very hard for them to push in. And you've got the safety from the main balcony, so you're not going to get tagged out from there randomly.
Yeah.
Attackers have located
So I say that now. Of course, they can always push along that balcony into office and then try and get an angle across from there, which works out quite nicely too.
Smith's going to get droned out straight away. And that barricade has been split open a little bit. Do not go up there, Cryptic.
We see this all the time.
And there's going to be like a 2-minute standoff, like we just saw with Drake.
Just trying to get what vision they can. They know they're upstairs. They know they're in this bedroom now, so they can at least pinch on these roamers if they want to. There's 2 upstairs at this point. One I think is in the library. The other one is sat, of course, in that bedroom.
Smitch manages to get Murph. That Ash is off the board again. There's 3 of them out here.
This will waste so much of their time, though, if you can hold them here.
Yeah, and that's a nice little rotate there. They just wasted 2 drones on him though.
I don't know.
He gets smitched.
It always confuses me as to why players will go for something like that when you can see that they're spraying down through that angle and you choose to enter the angle yourself to try and get counter spray down. You're never really going to win it out. And now that exposes the rest of the team. So now they've lost 2 members of that one mistake.
Yeah.
All they had to do was hold the angle and waste more time. You didn't need to push them there.
He didn't use any communication at all there either, as the rotate was open and the yellow was just standing right there. Ooh, that's a nice little.
I like that.
I haven't seen that one before. Note that one down.
Take it to your solo queue game, kids.
Drone activated.
But now they've got control of the top 4 at the very least. They're still got to deal with Rum, who's holding out, and we've seen what Rum can do already today. Let's not forget, this is all on the upper floor. There is still the bomb to try and assault in bar and gaming that they haven't even been able to get anywhere near yet.
No.
Reloading mag.
They're relying far too heavily, I think, on the hatch to be able to get through that way. Wow.
Yeah. I think he just shot out his own drone by accident.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Wasting a little bit of time. There's no need for the mirror to peek that one whatsoever.
Just got to hold at this point.
It's a nice little hold though.
40 seconds.
Premier coming around for the flank. Oof, Premier whiffed it there. Floki gets a 3K on the round for getting that headshot onto Rum. Just waste of a drone.
Just like, hey, hey.
I know where you are.
Shoot me, please. Down it goes.
There goes the hat.
20 seconds to go, yep. So they're just going to open up that whole floor as best they can. Oh dear. Oh dear. I thought he was completely stopped, and that would have been very risky.
Oof, they've still got to get this diffuser down. There it goes. No thumbs. Takes out Floki, who was on that 3K.
Gets dropped at the last second. They've got to get this diffuser down, though.
No thumbs.
Have they got the support? Yes, they have. And Kinders goes huge at the end. Pulls this one back for Xenos. And we enter the same old cycle. Attackers win.
It was a nice little defense. Looking at it, when you step back and you actually look at what was going on, the mirror play came out nicely, but the buck from above was definitely not going to help anyone. And the Roamers just got picked off too easily. That Valkyrie in, was it bathroom, tub, whatever it was, and leaving open 2 massive gaping holes. That was the undoing for the defenders there, and something they're going to definitely need to improve upon.
It was a shame as well, because No Thumbs had a really good position inside bar, and when he rotated out, that was a really smart idea, because you open up the mirror window, meaning if they did choose to drop in, they'd be in trouble. He managed to keep an eye on the window, caught 1. If he got the second, that round could have gone very differently for them.
Not sure what happened to his notch cell.
Died. His pocket, apparently. I don't know. It was too much freedom kind of for Kinders to run away with it, I think, after he disappeared, because there was no pressure in that room then. Just sheer numbers. Throw enough bodies at it and something will happen.
Nice to see Vigil being picked up here by Cryptic.
Do like me a Vigil.
And Vigil.
Why, Capital very, very popular on Chalet.
10 seconds left.
He's not that popular. You don't see him. Yeah, Drake's picked him twice now. Seems to be bringing him out. I think.
Yeah, I'm surprised because we obviously didn't see him pretty much like at all on the last map, whereas here we've seen him twice already in 2 rounds.
I think they're trying to look for the snowmobile garage and try to get it through the drone hole. Maybe. One of his fire.
Yeah, one of his fire ones.
Arrows.
Yeah. Get rid of them gadgets. Burn anyone who's trying to get any of the bandit tricks down.
Yep.
Smart idea.
But they are not going to be there. They are in dining. And Vigil's got a nice little peek there. And Ella with an angle grip. Don't usually see that.
Or what you can. Still 1-on-1. For Infamy and Xenos, I think, especially the first map, like we expect this one to go close as well. I expect this to go the distance too. All the way up into overtime. And one team will snatch it in that dying moment of a 6-5. Because both of them look very close. Again, although I think it's for Xenos, I want to say, yeah, for Xenos it's been more of a 2 or 3 standout performers, definitely 2. That's kind of the ones that you're thinking of. Kinders stepping up there for that much. On the Infamy, the other side has been much more balanced. I think I'm mixing that up, aren't I? It's the other way around.
Yeah.
Drake, who is the big standout performer for them for the most part. Yeah, other way around.
Drake and Rum.
But it's getting late now, okay? These broadcasts are long.
A bomb has
You can
been
hear my
located.
throat's going.
Yeah.
The bandit here, what he should be doing, he should be shooting out the window and the little the little ledge underneath it. That way he'll be able to get up top and face that Blackbeard head on, but you don't really want to do that against the Blackbeard. Winegum manages to get Smitch down, and he gets a 2K onto Premier. That angle grip coming in nicely.
Still holding that angle, waiting for a third, maybe if he's looking here. Oh, the one-tap onto Drake. This is a great round for Winegum. Taking himself to 3, that's definitely one of the big plays of the evening for me at the very least. Great way to kick off the round. Can he find himself the ace potentially? The first ace of the evening potentially. He knows that there's someone else lurking around here.
No need to peek this, but he's going to try it. He just saw the head. He's still got... Nope, he has no Gizmot mines left. But I'm sure they're being put to good use. 1 in trophy. But this is looking quite dire here for Infamy.
They're pushing through trophy here. They've got that whole angle to watch. And surely he hears them here trying to spin as well. Or not.
35 seconds left. And it...
The angles
they need to start pushing.
They've got Floki's angle, they've got Winegum's angle. Like, they're sticking around this for so long, and there you go, straight through, immediately gets dropped. He might actually get the ace here, yeah.
You may as well just jump right out, Winegum.
Just go for it, mate. Go on, go for 5K.
Please. Oof. Murph manages to take out Rum. And finally, Murph gets that trade back onto Rum, which we wanted to see.
So this is my map, not yours. Took a bit of
make sure it's dead there.
Yeah, you already see the guy keeling over. Want to put a few more bullets into him just to make sure the job's done right.
Murph with his first kill on the map.
And Prem and Cryptic still yet to pick one up though.
Yeah. I believe in Prem. Defenders though, however, were very dominant there. And no surprise to see.
Seems to be the constant back and forth for the most part.
Yeah.
On every map we've had, there has always been one dominant side. It's either attack or defense, and they've just won every single round out time and time again.
Yeah, this is it.
Bizarre. Utterly bizarre. I like the taking the smoke again, though, because that's been missing from a few rounds for them, and it's cost them at times, I think. You know, smoke isn't always the largest impact operator. There's definitely others you can take that have a bigger impact earlier on. For him, it's all about, again, when the attacking side is starting to panic and make those last few second decisions, especially in the final 30 seconds, you can hold off a whole entry. If they charge through, 1, not only are they going to be quick to taking damage, but 2, chances are their gun's going to be down for that amount of time. And you've got a free kill on them, essentially, as well.
This is it.
Just great for holding off those bottlenecks. And this map is very much so connected by a lot of corridors and doorways. It's perfect for it, in my opinion.
Pushing out the bar and gaming once again. The toxic babes hopefully put to good use.
10 seconds left.
There's always this kind of debate about what you call them as well.
Why?
Toxic babes, smoke grenades, all kinds of stuff.
Attackers recover
Yeah,
the
he just shouts toxic babes, so
yeah,
it's funny.
No, in Terrorist is it as well.
Yeah, in Terrorist, my dad.
In Terrorist Daddy.
Yeah.
In Terror Daddy. Okie dokie. Let's step away from this one very, very quickly. And step back into the game and the proceedings of the evening. Lots of bullets being fired. More to break down doorways than anything else.
21 bullets.
Yep. As you'd love to remind us.
Second time.
Scanning for devices and traps.
No matter what gun it is. Cryptic moving here, looking possibly for a pulse or a vigil. Won't be spotted. We'll be opening up a little bit of that wall. Slowly moving towards. And the library hold is coming in strong here from Smitch and Premier. Murph is possibly going to come
now,
test.
We've seen this not go too well for the attackers. I think it was the Capital wasted about a minute and a half.
Yeah,
Drake actually, wasted about a minute and a half trying to assault this ladder before. Try and get what he can in there, though.
I think Murph was looking for a camera there. Don't have a Valkyrie. So maybe they haven't spotted everyone out.
Whoops. Run. Flee the big scary man.
Kinders, however, will get the kill on Hampton Drake, starting us off halfway through the round. And here we go. Flashbang, flashbang, flashbang. He does. Premier managed to get Floki, and this is where we start off. Premier's going to spray up the Ash, and he is going to look for a way out. Kinders will, however, get Smitch. Murph will get Premier, and this is where Infamy are going to go down. Once again, go down fighting on this same bomb site, isn't it?
Yeah, same as before, actually, you're right.
Barring gaming. But now they've got top control. The Mira's left to herself downstairs. Maybe smoke this time can help out, but it is seemingly unlikely.
Swapping mags.
They've got Mira on ping, so they know they're getting her out there. And they're going to wait for her to pop back in, if possible.
If she chooses to, yep, stepping around.
Yeah,
There we go.
Murph takes her. No thumbs out.
Under the stairs, now is the final one. So this looks like a pretty much guaranteed Xenos round as long as they don't mess everything up in the final dying seconds. But they've still got 30 seconds to go for it.
They need to get that diffuser down swiftly.
Swift. Like the wind, go quick.
Swifty.
Attackers are activating the bomb.
Clear of the blast!
There goes the barbed.
The barbs.
Rum is...
I'm quite surprised we've seen very little focus downstairs so far. I don't think
Yeah.
we've seen a single snowmobile wine cellar.
Haven't, not yet.
Well, that trophy.
Kinder's nose is there, and will take his head off.
Yes, he will. 3-1 to Xenos then, looking pretty good. I wanted to make this into a 2-0 for themselves. Or they wish. So, how are things stacking up this time round?
Wine
well,
Bum and Kinder.
I say, look at the kill numbers flat out. So heavily favoured in favour of Xenos. Surprising.
You think? After last week, yeah, it's quite surprising, but...
Yeah, I just think like after the last map, like it was really close last time round, whereas now Xenos are definitely kind of pulling ahead in terms of kills and round numbers.
Pulling away now. Now they're going to wine cellar and snowmobile. Be interested to see where they place these mirrors.
Double destructibility again in terms of the sledge and buck.
Defenders,
I
protect
don't
your bomb.
know. I don't like that combo personally. Like maybe most people out there will disagree with me, but in this case, I think you don't need both. Just take the buck and it's enough.
There's no way they're getting open the garage.
Yeah, I'm just, I don't know. No, Thatch, you've definitely kind of shot yourself in the foot a bit with that one. And even better because they've gone downstairs. That means if they know now what the attacking operators are, they can completely ignore that essentially.
Yeah, yeah. They don't need to bandit trick whatsoever.
Nope.
And then you see where Floki is now. Buck is essentially going to go there and try and open up the entire
10 seconds left.
snowmobile and do it from there, or bar, depending on what he's feeling
5
like.
seconds
Why not
left
both?
before insertion.
Yeah, this is it. Skeleton key for fun. And
Attackers
if you don't have that bandit there, bandit
Attackers
tricking, then
must locate
that Buck
and
is
defuse
definitely
the
not getting
bomb.
that kill.
Yes. Beautiful. Well, I think they're going to make it work for them. You definitely say, looking at the comps that we've seen stacked up against, and this is going to be a Xenos round. However, Infamy may yet surprise us. Just because your options are limited doesn't mean you can't execute them well.
Yeah, this is it.
I just hope they don't get tagged out on the way. And it's always very, I hate how suspicious it is when all the doors are down. You're just like, something weird's going on here.
Dining is being contested as well. I like that those shotgun holes where the mirror was. Well, where the smoke was looking out of the mirror. That way, they won't be able to push through garage as easily as they want.
Well, damn well try.
Interesting trophy hold. Nobody even needs to contest him because he is absolutely nowhere near the bomb site.
Well, I guess it depends of you which way you're looking at it. Like, if they know that if they try to assault these stairs, that he could potentially pop them from behind, it's only like a small corridor away for him to get to them.
Yeah.
It's more a case of being wary of him. And that, yeah. No real push.
The attack's stalling out a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm surprised that they can get as slow as they are. Like, you know, since it's been sitting now for about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's half expecting someone to come charging up the stairs, whereas for the defenders, like, well, you've got to come to us. Why would we need to move here?
This is it.
Speaking of moving, though, I do think that we're seeing Murph moving around a little bit there off to the left, just under the overlay.
Yeah, so he's going into dining a little bit, trying to see if he can get that buck. But Hampton Drake on the sledge is going to be watching him.
This is potentially risky rotate. Careful there at that door.
Don't know if that...
Yeah, absolutely. Don't need to make a move here. Just chill out for a minute, man. It's fine. Oh, that pillar. Okay.
That is a nice angle.
Sensible. He's going to step forward too far. No.
Can't see him through the holographic. He's just seen a grenade go out. But Floki manages to take down Premier.
Oh, he's in such a good spot right now. They've got to know he's here, surely.
53 seconds left of the round.
Why run? Now they definitely know you're there. They're going to know that he's here now behind them as well. They can deal with this. That's the problem. If he'd stay quiet for just a few seconds longer, he probably would have been in a really good spot because they'd be forced to act in the next 15 seconds or so. He could just run through and go for, try and go for a 2 or 3K off that.
They don't know he's there.
I think they do.
They
How has he
Barnes
not
just
heard
run
him?
past. Right, so they're going to go for this. Nope. Habana is not going for him.
What? 20 seconds left.
Yeah, and they've spent the entire time just
staring at
waiting for
stairs.
Smitch, I have no idea what he's doing.
15 seconds
Oh, this
remaining.
could be a very painful. Nope, I thought it'd be a really painful drone then. I was like, it's going to bite him. But nope, they're okay. They're going to try and go for something.
The bomb.
Drake manages to get Floki and no thumbs.
5 seconds
Winegum onto no thumbs, getting that refrag down. The diffuser is getting down and it is not.
Operators, you have run out of
Winegum
time.
with the nitro onto Rum. It's a pretty poor
C4s have been my hero of the day.
Yeah,
C4s are the real MVP today.
just a pretty poor attack overall. They're just waiting for Smitch, for Murph even, to make a move, and he was not going to move. He's the defender. That's not how it works.
Can make me moves, what they keep saying. I'm really impressed with Winegum today, I've got to say.
Yeah.
He definitely stepped up way beyond what I expected he would.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kinder's kind of pulled ahead on the last map, but Winegum consistently has been in the top 2 members of the team across both maps, so really good play by him so far.
For sure. Drake, on the other hand, has been outstanding, I thought.
Oh, we've definitely, yeah. Drake has had one of the best weeks I think I've seen him have all split long so far.
But it's just not working out for him,
Attackers
unfortunately.
need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they
They
can.
might just have to lose yet another one. Which would be a shame, but these things happen.
And we are back down in Snowmobile and Wine Cellar. Nice to see a castle here. I enjoy a good castle play, as I have mentioned. Vigil as well. Going to go roam upstairs, one would assume. Possibly into trophy and dining, as we just saw with Murph on the Jaeger. No thumbs there, getting open that wall with his shotgun, and yeah, it just gives him a line of sight to get out and attack anyone that
5
wants to go into
seconds left before
Snowmobile.
insertion.
So, Snowmobile garage, through the garage door.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse
Well,
it.
once again, no Thatcher though.
Nope.
Very interesting that neither side, but saying that, there's no Bandit on the defensive side either.
No, which is odd. You never
Really
see that.
odd. Well, okay.
It's the barbed wire.
Clearly, once things past 11 o'clock, teams get weird. Everything gets a bit funky then. The castle, at least kind of blocking off the rotation point at the very least.
Bomb located by attackers.
Drake on the Vigil. Once again, it's top fraggers all night long. That's been the story with the Vigils that we've seen, I think. It's all about the top fraggers playing them.
Yeah, they're getting those shots off early.
It's kind of weird, because it's like I said earlier on with like Horizon and 1UP,
Here
like
we
it didn't
go.
feel like either team was particularly strongly in the lead. It doesn't feel like it here, except for on this map, but if Xenos win this one, of course, then they take 2-0 against Infamy, which is a pretty big and strange turn of events, because from how Infamy have been playing, like especially Drake, you would put them down as the potential winners of this series.
The attack is starting to form now. Yeah, Drake just wasted a little bit of Murph's time there, just baiting him in.
Changing mags. LED active. CP
Still trying to find their way into... It's always a really slow start for the attacking side. It seems to be, again, the theme of this map in particular. But last round was a really good example of leaving it literally until the final 45 seconds to start making a move, and you get punished for it.
Running.
I don't know, it's weird. Just weird, that's all we'll say. It's just weird. They have control of main lobby at the very least. They know where the bomb is downstairs. They've got all this barbed wire to work their way through first. With 1 minute 15 left on the clock as well. Haven't got tons of time to work with.
Loading back.
Drake
like this.
watching blue, yes, it's a nice little spot that. He jumped up onto the table. Although I think Barner is going to get the best of him here.
Oh no, if he finds it.
Oof, one
Break.
What a shot. That's such a nice spot, but he was just aimed
I
outside.
almost wish he'd held back at the end of blue here. Roughly where he's aiming now. Just watch there instead.
Ooh, Premier with a nice refrag onto Winegum in blue.
Grenade. Oh, actually
Rip.
catches that rum.
Yep. And Kinder's onto Smite.
Well, this might be it then. This is their final chance. They're not in a 4 versus 2 against Infamy. Infamy super close to losing this one out 2-0. Can Thumbs and Prem clutch this one out, or did their dreams end here?
25 seconds to see.
Stalwart defense. Not really going to be the way.
Manages to take out Premier.
No Thumbs, the last man left alive, and
for-
he's got to try and stop everything here. Doesn't even get the spray, misses it completely despite the drop, and Xenos will bring down Infamy and take this week's game 2-0.